Okay, take care. The renegade when afraid. Man in the wilderness. I'm up. Yeah, man, take care. Alright, so tonight I got act, Tonight act. The lady just called me, I watch some things and I remind me something in the United States. I remind me of something. But people, hear this now. Victimization with Daryl Vaz. Yes. I want you to act tonight, Because you remember the win. Me not going to just talk, but you have a counselor. St. Margret's be a division. But Daryl Vaz go and move. Him are the one who do the work. You don't take away work from people, You don't do that. So hear this now. Definitely. I'm going to show you something. But Daryl, I'll show you something where you send out. Where you just send out to come and have that. Remember, me had the winning anything where you type and send out, me have it. So for them thing with Daryl Vaz, I deal with over there, so. The mayor, you remember the mayor there with him? Tell him get $75 out of $10. He might put him in the back, but he might remove him immediately after the general election. Film plan that. For put Vassel, in Vassel, and then try to win back East Portland because it matter about who's part of stronghold, JLP stronghold in the East Portland and them thing there. Well, him type out a thing there, Senator, I know me have it. So I'm going to show you where him type out. Because me the man, me the win, Me the man, me the wilderness, me the win. But you see the young man when them fight out when him Stephen Williams, afraid Daryl Vaz, afraid of him because the rising star. Afraid of him. Because I don't know how you take out a young man like this will set some things, for the place, and then you keep on the one that $10 for $75 out of $10. Because Daryl Vaz wants some yes man. So me, I gotta make sure I knock right now, I drop because I have something for the young man there. I gotta chat to the young man there. I have to chat to the young man there tonight for me sure. I have to talk to him. Because when you see rising star, try to turn him in a falling star, it's wrong. And him covered that young man, Stephen Williams. So I move him for nothing at all. Him like keep dunce and keep some party faithful. Listen, people, you feel like, let me tell you, want people who are work. Not dunce and party faithful. To manipulate the system. All right. So I'm going to show the young man what me attack. See me, he may move. I'm going to show you something where him do. See me? This is the concept where they move. Stephen Williams, He was the recipient of the Prime Minister Youth Award 2006 and 2007. You see this? Founder of Daryl Vaz Football League. Him are the founder of the Football League. I do a lot of things up there, not Vaz. See? Some feel threatened, some get rid of the youth. Evil. Look at. I do the work, yeah, man. And a lot more. Very popular, well known. Right? So, even the Football League. But Vaz feel threatened, so Vaz make sure I push him away, Him find everything, him go to the funeral and them thing there. But I remember when I go on with the young man, And them, we should have give him the blind, but no, them want to play a political thing with him. Yeah, it's wrong. It's so wrong, Yeah, man. Him work, so them push him out. Because Vaz feel threatened. Yeah? I see that I'm found them thing here, Okay. Okay. So him feel threatened about this young man, that him push him out. Him feel threatened about him, and Vaz push him out. Yeah? And keeping the mayor where tell us him get $75. I don't know how him do it. I don't know. I might do some miracle around there, I turn water and wine, I might turn $10 and can get $75 out of it and them thing there. Let me show you something more Vaz right now. Vaz, this is your typing out thing. This is a Vaz plan where I have over there. Watch this. Vaz, where you send out, I have it, Because say me have the win, so me have it, right? Watch this, people. So where I'm sending out, All right, watch out. After council caucus, with both member of parliament at the time and his wife, and party hierarchy, it was decided as a political strategy to reappoint Mayor Thompson. These are the mayor people where get $75 out of $10. And Deputy Vassel
until next general election, at which time Councillor Vassel will take over the mayor as mayor immediately.
So you see these people, so he might find back $75. He might find back the $75 man out of $10. Right? Yes. He might find him back as mayor, push him to say mayor. And then when him win now, they might move him immediately. No, after general election, then they move him immediately and put in Vassel. Here where am I keeping Vassel now? This a vast type this today now. A vast thing this, you know. Look here. Yeah, but look here. Look here.
I'm fling out him, them I use it for you. Okay, so you are get fling out, you know, Thompson, them gonna use it, right? Vaz I use it. Vaz right this, you know. This is the political strategy as Mantinil is the strongest division.
That time I say that Labour Right division, the strongest division in East Portland. You see this?
In the East, a critical and success in the East. Critical, the success in the East. Secondly, Councillor Vassel will go into the next local government as mayor, which will give him a huge boost in his division.
So they must say under the strongest parts around there, must see there. So they must turn him a mayor and give him a boots, you know, hold the mayorship in her head. Hear this. But that can't hold him the next time in the next local government, you know, look here.
This agreement was, it was agreement anonymously agreed to, including Councillor Vassel. Oh, so him know. You see, they might kick him out and you must know, or the mayor is stupid, him agree to this too, you know.
But Thompson,
as the best political strategy for Portland going into the next general election, general and local election. You see this? The next general and local. Look here. Vaz right this, you know. Vaz, I forgot to me have your thing, you know. Remember, say me have the win. So anything where you write and anything, me have it here. Me show it, yeah, man.
So Vaz right that, yeah? Yes. Remember this are the win, you know. So the win I got have it. When you send out anything, remember me I got have it. Remember me I the win. Me I just the win, so it have to go and, you know, we have to see it and, you know, show what I want to show. I'm ready. Saying anything over there, so I have to see what I want. You see me I say? So you see that the council here for St. Margaret's be a division. Vaz move him, call him Prime Minister and them thing over there. So Vaz move him because him feel threatened. And Vaz keep this as mayor. A matter of fact, cannot him know, a Vassel know. Can them not talk to them here, a Vassel them tell. Look here. This is
what you were saying.
Mr. Mckenzie is suggesting that there's a certain level of partisanry on the part of how you allocate certain benefits at the municipal level.
Mr. Mckenzie cannot come to this on this platform and say anything like that. What I have done is what he was practicing when he was the mayor. When he was the mayor and he gets the funding from the ministry, he shares it in a 100% basis. He gives the JLP 50% and they take 100%. And it is evident right now that is exactly what I'm doing.
Hold on. That maths doesn't sound right. If you get $100 million, him take 100% and get the PNP 50?
Get half of it.
No, that's not no. Something
that's what he was doing.
No, but you can't have 150% or something, sir. How much would he take and how much would he give the PNP?
If he gets $10 to share for the council,
yes.
If the PMP would get 100 or $50 out of the $10, and his JLP will get $25.
Out of $10, him and the mayor. So them tell Vassel, so you are returning the mayor, you know. But I give him and put you at the deputy now. But are you returning a mayor because the way they're in East Port and it's strong, so one of the people them build you up. So you know you have the youth gathering and things as a mayor. So that's the plan. And that's what me just show you how Vaz himself type. Yeah? You what me gonna do? Because I know say me had the win. So what me want to do is find a young man I know and carry man. Because him is like a threat. More want him come tell me come tell me why Vaz them move him. I'm want to hear some things where him do if a Vaz do it or him. Well on then. I'm gonna try yeah, because he's a man me have to have link to everybody, you know. Even Vaz himself, you know. See? Well on. Get a link to everybody, you know. Yeah, say man. Man in the wind this, you know. Man in the wilderness, you know. Well on. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's Stephen Williams.
Yes, speaking, sir.
Okay. We ain't loan some here. The renegade when afraid. Tell me something. You are the counselor from over St. Margaret's Bay when Daryl Vaz remove?
Yes, sir.
When remove you do? Because we see you do a lot of work, you know, I have a long list for your thing what you do, you know. When a Daryl Vaz do, me know say you do it. And me know say when me call person like you are the person I can speak truth to power. When remove you in the first place? Because you do an excellent job.
Well, to be honest with you, up to this point, I have not received any formal communication from the Jamaica Labour Party which speaks to any breaches, any deficiency with regards to my performance as councillor, anything that they may have seen constitutional and otherwise that I have failed to do or I didn't do, or anything at all. All I have from the Jamaica Labour Party is a letter that was sent to me, I believe, either the 16th or 17th of January to inform me that they have now, that Mr. C Mckenzie was declared the candidate at a central executive meeting on the 14th of January. And he will be contesting the upcoming local government election, which was, of course, held on the 26th of February. And that I remain the chairman. It does not affect my chairmanship. And so they thank me for my service. And that's it. That's the only formal communication I've had. I've not had anything else from the Jamaica Labour Party.
So hold on. So you are the councillor, sitting councillor at the time because the election just won. And right. You busy at the way you are doing all the time. You still represent the people, them and do your work. And nobody never call you in, them just give you a letter, answer them thank you, and then select somebody else over you.
Well, what has happened? Since I was elected in 2016, November 28th, I was never, ever called to any meeting. I was never spoken to. I was never brought before any committee or individual with regards to any disciplinary matter or any adverse situation that may bring my leadership into question. Right? So on the 10th of September 2023, at a meeting in Olaba, 85 candidates, 85 councillors and councillor caretakers, okay? Were presented for the parishes of Portland, St. Mary, St. Catherine, of course, to include Portmore, and the St. Thomas, Area Council 2. We were presented at a Area Council meeting and grand gospel concert in Olaba. And we were all presented as candidates for our respective division. Now, on the 27th of December, at about after 2, I got an email from the Jamaica Labour Party under the auspices of Ms. Sharon A. Webster, an instruction on from the General Secretary, Dr. Horace Chang, that there is a selection scheduled for the 4th of January, 2024 at the Mount Pleasant Primary School. I respond to the letter on the 29th of December, 2 days later. And I inform the General Secretary that what they are doing is unconstitutional. I reminded him that I was already selected and presented and declared as the candidate on the 10th of September in Olaba. And I also outlined to him that a quick consultation with the workers and supporters in the St. Margaret's Bay division, right? The feedback that I'm getting is that they would prefer to have a consultation meeting with the relevant personnel from the party to include Dr. Chang if necessary, so as to iron out any issue and not to put the seat at risk, and also to give me a fair chance. So I outlined all of that to him, and he did not respond. The Tuesday, right? So that was a Friday. So the Tuesday now, at about after 2, I got another email from Mr. Rennie Webster from the JLP office that I should present the party with 2 names of indoor agents who will work on my behalf on the for the selection the Thursday. And I was really, really so disappointed. So I went to see my attorney, Mr. Hugh Wildman, and I explained the situation to him. And I asked him to prepare whatever documentation for an injunction, because at that point I was so constrained, because apart from the formal letter that I wrote to Dr. Chang, which Minister Vaz was copied on it, the MP for the area, Robert Montague, the chairman of the party, was copied on it, and another, and I did not get any response. So yes, Mr. Warmington was copied on it as well. So, but of course, Mr. Warmington would have already declared his hand that he would have already presented us as candidates, and so therefore, he's not going to mingle with the process anymore, because the presentation had already taken place. You know. Anyways, I took out an injunction. Now, the injunction was not to say that the Jamaica Labour Party cannot have a selection, because indeed the Constitution points the same. However, the precedent and the norm is that you get at least 14 days notice, right? Yes. Not even that I was not accorded with, right? And so therefore, it looked odd. It was a kangaroo selection. It was set up it was just a formality to get me out of the system, basically, without any adverse feedback to Mr. Vaz and the Jamaica Labour Party, right? So having seen that, I took out the injunction, as I said, with the intention that the party would have, brought us to the table and the best solution put forward. Now, what the party did, even with the injunction in place, the party went ahead and named Mr. C Mckenzie on the 14th of January, and proceeded to nominate him on the 8th of February. Now, when we went back for the hearing on the 1st of February for the injunction hearing, I did not start to extend or renew the injunction, because what I found out is that these gentlemen, they apparently do not respect the authority of the court, because what they tried to do was to separate the chairmanship from the candidacy, which, if you, Mr. Lonesome, can tell me any candidate that ran in the last election, right, and just concluded local government election, who was not the chairman of their division, well, I can tell you, you're a genius. You understand?
True. That's
so they do it for convenience. That's a fact. And I never want to bring the party to disrepute, because even though these men are acting on behalf of the party, I still have to remember that there is a wider number of persons who did not do anything to hurt me or hurt my chances. So at the end of the day, it wasn't just my election alone for St. Margaret's Bay. It has to do with the entire country, right? And in terms of Jamaica Labour Party, the entire party. So in that regard, I didn't have much to say, more than I just asked my attorney to let things flow. And so in that regard, the judge ruled that there is no serious matter to be tried, and that the judge awarded costs to them.
No, the judge, hold on, don't move though. Don't move with them. But the judge just sound like them in a pocket, man. Them people break every law, man. Because all the judge awarded costs to them. You know, do nothing, so you do the right thing, you know.
No man, no. Once, especially for the second hearing.
Yes.
Yeah, the judge is right. The judge is right. The judge is right. Yeah, man. The cost would have to be awarded to them. But the fact is, the fact is the judge can only deal with the constitutional legal aspect of the matter. The judge cannot intervene in terms of the politics itself. You understand?
Oh, okay.
Right. So what they have done is to ride the periphery of the Constitution, right? And I mean, put it this way, it is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. And I wonder where young black men, if we really have a place in politics in Jamaica, where that place is and how can we proceed? Because, I mean, when people can use their money, power, and authority and abuse people from humble beginning who put themselves forward to serve this beautiful country, it is a sad day in our history. Because all that happened was just brute force, bullyism, victimization. I mean, up to this point, no one has said anything to me formally and said, well, Mr. Williams, XYZ, or whatever. Everybody does operate as normal. You understand? I have served this party for 8 years as chairman of that division and 7 years as its candidate and councillor. You understand? And I would have worked with Mr. Vaz, with Minister Vaz, at least 10 years prior to that. You understand? In terms of politics, but I have done so much else work for the parish. So many other things for the parish, my brother. It's unbelievable. It is just unbelievable. You just bring in a man less than 1 month before an election. It's just unbelievable. Trust me.
That man, tell me something, though. That man that them bring in, him come from the parish, and thus
he's from the parish. He's from the parish. He would have served as the JLP candidate in 2012 local government, but he lost that election against Dexter Rowland.
Okay.
I mean, Clyde was a good friend of mine, probably up to the point where they use him to replace me.
So when they do that, and they tell them, say, no, you're him good, so we're not gonna do this, because
right. Clyde and I had an excellent relationship. I mean, he was in charge of the knowledge team at the time when I had Eastern Strikers. We volunteer, we work on the labs project, etc. A very good friend of mine. I mean, I was surprised that he took on that offer, to be honest with you.
All right, tell me something. The football league there, you're the brainchild for that. Them have a league, I think, some Vaz league, some football league. You're the one who come up with that too?
Upon receiving the Prime Minister's Youth Award in 2007, I volunteered some time with Minister Vaz in getting his social and sports program up and running. One of the biggest and has been the most consistent one, yes, is the Daryl Vaz West Portland Constituency Football League. I mean, yeah, definitely. I've done a lot of work with that. I mean, put it this way, I considered, I mean, up to December 21st or 22nd, the Thursday before Christmas, Minister Vaz and I actually toured the division. I considered Minister Vaz to be, I mean, my father died in 2012, and I would consider my father up to January of this year, a matter of fact. And I mean, outside of politics, I don't know if Minister Vaz has realized what has happened, what he has done, and the earth, because nobody could not say anything bad about him to me. I can tell you that, and because I consider this gentleman as a father, not even a big brother, no, a father. Yes. I trusted him. I love him. I cherish his guidance. I cherish the exposure. I cherish the support that he gave me. And when everything was happening and I was not having his hearing, I became very concerned. But when I realized on the 4th, when the injunction came out, I thought that Minister Vaz would just sit back and say, okay, this thing has happened. Let me try and reach out to Stephen. To me, that is, right?
Yes.
And try and reach out to the party and try and see if we can bring some resolution. Instead of that, he went on the offensive against me. No. And I was surprised because it was just a few weeks ago that Minister Vaz took out a lawsuit against Dr. Dayton Campbell. Right? In the Supreme Court too, if I'm correct. Yes. In terms of what our court is. So what the point I'm making is it is not a bad thing to seek the court's intervention and a matter especially we are constrained to do so.
True, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So up until that point, I was confident of Minister Vaz. I trusted him as a friend, as a father. Not even as a friend, but a father. More than a friend. And I believe this is just my own. This is just my own thinking and belief. I believe that I was betrayed by him. If there was one candidate, if there was one councillor, if there was one council caretaker, if there was one person that Minister Vaz should have stood up for and to give a very fair chance, is me. I'm not talking about being biased towards him, but if I had faltered, for example, he should be the person that should have stood up with me. Instead, he was the person that was out front and been offensive, been disrespectful. You understand?
Wow.
I mean, up to this point, any day I get the chance to speak with Minister Vaz, I can tell him because I am so disappointed with Minister Vaz. I'm so disappointed. Disappointed and hurt. It can't be that he has done this to me. It's unbelievable. Minister Vaz know that I have worked. There's not one program that I have instituted in the division that I have not mentioned to him and sent him evidence and impact of it. He knows. He knows about the roads that I have done. He knows about the debushing. He knows about the drain cleaning. He knows about the cleaning of the cemetery. He knows about the medical assistant. He knows about the burial assistant. He knows what bridges, this, that. He and we have done many joint projects together. He is aware. He is aware. And he can't separate himself from it and say it is the party. The party did not write an affidavit and send to court. The party did not say that I am a traitor. The party did not say they are expelling me. The party did not put anything to my line and tarnish my character and reputation. The party did not instruct him to do it. And I hear a lot of people saying that I took the party to court. I took the executive of the party to court who made the decision. The Jamaica Labour Party was never named as a respondent or defendant in the matter.
Yeah, but it don't even matter because if you have the general secretary and them thing of the party and them write to you, them wrote to you, right? You have a right to do what you do. You understand? You don't just get up and you just move after you spend too much years and do what you want to do. Right? They work for the people. Them can't move it like this. It's wrong. You know, wrong people. It's wrong.
Minister Vaz, in Minister Vaz, is affidavit in the court. Minister Vaz outlined to the court that on the day that the selection was supposed to have taken place, that having knowledge that an injunction, that I filed for an injunction, right, and was lodged, he used the opportunity to gauge the views of the workers. And he said that 160 of the 200 workers told him that he is that I am to be replaced. And when I checked with at least 100 of the workers who were there, they said nothing like that. In fact, nothing like that happened.
That was a lie. Okay. Right?
It was false. Right? And there's no evidence to prove it. Right? And in addition to that, they said that a poll was done right? An audit in the form of a poll was done in November. I don't know who did the poll, when the poll was done, or what was the result of the poll. I was never ever brought to the table to discuss it. I did not get a fair chance. I did not get a fair chance. The people of the division did not get a fair chance. Up to this time, neither the party nor Minister Vaz has taken the time out to even present Mr. Mckenzie properly to the people of that division. It was a half-hearted meeting that was done in Shrewsbury 2 or 3 days before nomination. And I don't matter what Minister Vaz wants to say. Just like how I can give him credit for the good that he has done to me. And I will tell anybody that. Yeah, and I can't take that away from him, Mr. Rosa.
Yes.
I can't take that away from him, right? He gave me a start in terms of the elected representation part, okay? Right? But at the same time, equally, he must take responsibility for his action against me that was unfair and unjust.
That's true.
And I can tell him, anytime I see him, I can tell him that I am totally disappointed. And Mr. Lonesome, I don't believe that Mr. Vaz was aware at the high standard that I held him to. Okay?
Yes.
But he has totally lost my trust, and he has totally lost my confidence. All of that has been eroded. But, as I said, I thank him for the good that he has done. So I don't know if it is his modus operandi to do good and then mess it up. I don't know. I don't know.
Because remember now, this is the member of parliament. How much councillor?
He's the MP.
Him the member, yeah, him the MP. And
right.
The general secretary won't write you if an a theme thing that to write you. Because I'm an MP, that's enough for you, so you want to get a letter from them or nothing like that.
What I found out after I brought the matter to court, right? Because when I brought the matter to court, Minister Vaz wasn't in the mix of things, because I thought that the party was just acting on its own. You understand? But when I brought the matter to court, that was when I found out that Minister Vaz was behind the development, because at that point he submitted about 6 or 4 letters, and one that he made reference to, but 4 that came from him directly to the party, and one that allegedly came from the executive to the party in 2020 that he made reference to, and a copy of it. I can say to you, that I up to that point where I saw it in his affidavit, I had never seen any copy of those letters. They were never brought to my attention. I was not a party to any of them, and no one brought any such concern to me during my tenure over the 7 years that I was there.
But you see that though, because of something to Stephen, because you have all this confidence and everything in a Vaz, right? You wouldn't even think of say well like him a move or just the party act up. No, it wouldn't be because him a member of parliament there. Yeah, the councillor. So so them are stay at town and just write you and just pick you out and just write you a letter and say this and that. It wouldn't happen. So and the film watch and how he move, they want to do that because them that diss him. So you never figure it out because the respect for you have film, you say no, he won't even do this. I can't him. Yes. But it turn out to be him, snake.
Mr. Vaz, him take time, pick up. Him take time. Because here's the thing. Why I'm so surprised, Wayne, is that Minister Vaz and I have an excellent communication, right?
Yes.
And he could have called me and we speak about whatever situation and we try, because remember, he's the MP, so things that probably he's aware of, I am not aware of. Because remember, when people are doing certain things, you really don't know. So maybe people that are feeding with fake news and fake information and all of that, which he knows of the project and how I operate and so on. So he's the one who's supposed to repel those when they come to him. But instead of doing that, what he did was to hold what they say to be true, all right, and gave me the wrong. You understand what I mean? So I mean, he should have just called me and we have a discussion and we put certain things on the table. And I mean, we make the best decision going forward. I mean, it didn't need all of this, you know. I think Minister Vaz has done more damage to his own career and his own standard as member of parliament by kicking me out, right, or seeing me kicked out, right, rather than trying to continue. I'm not saying to spoon feed me at all, but to continue for us to work together, because remember, he is of a certain age and the time that he spent, he's on his way out, which and while now I am actually continuing to remain there to serve the party and to serve the country. So the first aim can't be to kick me out. The first aim must be to see how things can be remedied. You understand what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Just think of what you just said a while. You're a rising star. And Vaz, he said, hey, man, they are till like maybe like a Mikey, like a 80 or 90 or 100. In fact, maybe he might get threatened by you because you do an excellent job.
I mean,
yeah, because I must start, if you don't do nothing wrong and you do some nice job, that means if a man move you because you serve the people, then that means he must feel threatened. It's a must. And if he said maybe he might rise against me in West Portland, you're saying, I wonder. Yes, because it happened in Clarendon. When the minister misinformation, I tell the young man, I tell Morris, where his name, I say, listen me, you want to challenge me now, I'm going to make sure you move. And you see, the young man cross over and then when him see it.
Then when him see it, yeah. What you see, the thing is, to tell you the truth,
yes,
I was Minister Vaz, know that my other name is Prime Minister. Right?
That make it worse now. What your other name? so if the people them call you Prime Minister in West Portland. So what you think? So if them call you Prime Minister already, what you think?
Yeah.
You're not MP now, you know.
What him have a big name too, you know? He's Mr. Portland.
Yeah, but them call you Prime Minister. So the years the Prime Minister, man, I say, what on there? Prime Minister, them. You know, me, them should have called Prime Minister, man. So, them are called him Prime Minister. That means him a threat to me then, man. Me I forget rid of him. So, them, something must, if them are call you Prime Minister, you're a councillor, and them are call the Prime Minister, you don't think so far as that? Sit down and contemplate over the thing and I say, well, on there. You know, see, like, man, him a try to undermine me around here, you know. Me I forgot get rid of him, man.
I don't know if he got scared.
Him get scared. Straight. Me talk straight around here, you know. Him get scared. I'm scared of you. But remember, you know, if, all right, your work, you're a councillor, and them no call you, say, you have the money, you thief in the money, or you do this, or you hang up people, but all you do your work. So why me I get rid of you if you do your work and you serve the people them well? There is no way me that want to get rid of you, me that fear back you, because you make me look good. When you work, it make me good, it shine like for me.
Yes, he told the people that it's because I brought the party to court. That's I can't say that is true. That's what I was told.
But hold on again. I'm Stephen. Before you even carry the party to court, I then make the first move, and then even the member of parliament there is no way you have a general secretary have a right to you and nobody a right to you unless the member of parliament approve them.
Exactly.
Them now just go behind him back. OMC, them now go behind him back and write you.
In fact, when I wrote to the party, I did make mention that not even the MP they did not consult with. Yes, I did make mention of it. You understand? So I was even defending him.
And you see some things coming out court now. Where him because of it must have come from him. You're right. It must have come from him.
What?
But you couldn't believe. Oh, hold on a minute, Stephen. So you shocked when you see them things that come from him now in a court. That frightened you now, you say, what on there?
The court will not shock me. And the other things they want put out say me a traitor.
What?
And me have a cross. Yeah, man. He said me a traitor and they should exclude me from all WhatsApp group. And that me have a cross if we went on PNP.
so this is the man, hold on. The last time you saw him, the last time I in December.
My father said that about me.
Your father said that about the son. Him feel threatened then. So the last time you and him met up in December.
The last time before the URA started, he and I toured, I think the Thursday before Christmas. It was the 21st or 22nd or the 20th, whatever. But the Thursday before Christmas.
And you never see this coming? You never see nothing like this? You never show no face?
Well, I asked him if everything was okay. I finished my Christmas program. I gave him a full update. Yes. And I mean, he said okay, he was satisfied. And during the tour, I asked him if everything was okay. And after the tour, he said yes, he was quite satisfied. He didn't say anything wrong at all.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything wrong. Yeah.
So say nothing wrong, and when you get the first letter, can you finish the tour, the Christmas tour? But when you get the first letter from the General Secretary, when again?
Right. The 27th.
So when you finish the Christmas tour, I want the people that make enough people I watch. Even as I watch too, we know him I watch. But tell me something, you finish the tour when? When I get December when?
We did the tour 5-6 days earlier. 5-6 days earlier we did the tour.
So you finished around the 21st. And then by 6 days after you get a letter from the And then I know you are betrayal, like him a betrayal. I betray you.
Listen, him just want to get rid of me out of the thing, and he never know if he said to him because me and him was Minister, listen, anything we want to say,
yes,
I'll do even after tonight. Me can tell him say. Him do a lot of good for me, but at the same time, him same like come put me neck on the block. And me can tell the mother about me. Yeah? So Mr. Vaz has done a lot of good for me. Me can tell the same mother about me saying him do a lot of bad now. In this trial like that. The man should have just, listen to me, Mr. Vaz should have just continued to work with me. And trust me, he would have been proud. He would have been proud. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He would have been proud because, me tell you, trust me, I'm on a good trajectory, believe it or not. I'm on a very good trajectory. The man, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if a demonic force, I don't know what happened, but something went wrong and he just made a wrong decision. And up to this point, Mr. Vaz called me. Because I am his worst enemy. I have disrespected him. I have this, I have that. I have not disrespected him. I have not said anything bad about him. I did not interrupt the campaign. Mm-hmm. You understand? I just remain very low profile. But based on what is happening, persons need to know exactly why I'm not in it. It's not anything that I have done wrong. I have done everything good that a councillor is required to do. But it is the decision of the member of parliament who is the chairman of the constituency, who I have to work through politically, and the decision of the party to have put me aside. It is nothing wrong that I have done. I am one of the hardest working councillors in Portland and in Jamaica. You understand?
And that means I say if they never draw you up for nothing, they have no complaint, say you do nothing wrong, and then push you aside, it must be him. Him feel threatened. So tell me something. When they call you, now, because you know, I have to put in my little thing now. So when they call the Prime Minister, you never cross your mind to say, yo, Vaz, that you never call the Prime Minister and I say, Prime Minister, that mean, what on there? Me know something for move him. You never come in your head, I know your thought to say, yo, when you stop calling the Prime Minister and I jump the gun in the mind. Mind Vaz, it's serious.
No, because look here. Because in my brain, I always believe that a father is proud of his son.
That's true.
And I know a lot of people, listen, a lot of people may say now that, boy, how would you believe that your son of Vaz when Vaz is of a mixed race and you are black and you are this and you are that? But remember, I have been around Minister Vaz and Mrs. Vaz from I was 23, 24, and now I am 41 since a few days ago, since March 5th. I am telling you, it doesn't matter what Mr. Vaz wants to say. He was a good man to me up to January of this year, and he ensured that I was kicked out of the party. No matter where, listen, if he want to crash my career, so let it be. But I'm saying to you that Minister Vaz, I held him in very high regards, and nobody could not say anything to me about it. And I will not take away the good. He's a good man to me. He was a very, very kind-hearted, good person, right? Right? I was really like his son. I am the one who represents him when he's not here. And I am surprised, that has happened, I am surprised the gentleman has not reached out to me up to this point. In fact, he was campaigning at the nomination. He was campaigning against me, and I wasn't in it. I was not nominated.
So hold on, Steve. So them a campaign and them not nominated. No, because I think I play the all our clippings. But all of you, them put you back to the people. Say these are the candidates. For era two, that right? And you was one of them. Right?
Of course.
So them put out all the candidates and then them just all of a sudden behind your back. The 21st, you finish making Christmas tour with you and the member of parliament. And then by 6 days after you get a letter. This bad. Mr. Martino, say when they call him that from Titchfield High School. And then Mr. Somebody said them teach you, they teach you in school. Let me tell you, Manik Oates. I taught him at college.
Yes.
Manik, Prime Minister. Him say, she say, that Prime Minister, them call it that from morning. And then me say some other person, me say Anthony Harris, a long time we are calling him Prime Minister. Them say a long time we are calling him. So this, so maybe get to Vaz, don't want to hear them call it too much. They might turn up the Prime Minister thing too much to you. Yes, man.
Listen.
Yes.
For me personally, as I said, I held Minister Vaz in very high regard. I can't take away the good that he has done for me. I can't take away that. I'll be very ungrateful.
Yes.
But on a serious note, he and I at some point will talk. He and I will talk at some point, right? But in terms of politics, governance, and the Jamaica Labour Party, you have three things. You have three elements. You have governance, you have leadership, and you have politics. You have to learn to balance all three. So, for example, through politics, you become a leader, for example, a councillor. And when you become a leader, you take on leadership, you become a policy maker, you help to shape the governance and to provide oversight for the governance of your locality, right? So what you find is that what Minister Vaz did was to weigh too much on the political side for his own political ego, or political expectations, or ambition, whatever it may be, in getting rid of me. He did not foresee that it would affect his own leadership and of course the governance of the locality. I think the Portland Municipal Corporation would do better by having me there, still sitting and making a contribution. You understand what I mean? Kudos to those who have been elected, including my good friend C Mckenzie, right? And I really pray and hope that they will do justice to the people of Portland. But the fact is, my time was cut short. You understand? And Minister Vaz should give the people of Portland an account as to why a young man who was born in Portland, raised in Portland, established a life for himself and family in Portland, volunteer and serve, and is serving the people of Portland. Why did the Jamaica Labour Party put me aside? What is the explanation? Because the explanation cannot be that it is because I brought the party to court, or I brought the executive of the party to court. Because Jesus Christ was brought to court, and as a result of that, today we have everlasting salvation, right? Access to salvation, free access. So after all, the court is not a bad place. You understand what I mean? Yes.
But took date and to court also.
Yeah. And he took that's the point I'm making. But that's why I said they crucified the politically, because right now, being on the program is a part of the resurrection.
Of course. Of course, them program. He might watch it now, you know. I'm sitting down and watch it. I'm humbly for himself. But Vaz, you shouldn't do him this. Because, you know, Portland, you shouldn't do him this. No. Because remember, you know, if you have, let me tell you what we are looking for. We are looking for a clean, honest person to serve. And that me depend, you know. So when you come out now and nobody can, you say if him did fling out your name, and me see your name, I say, hey, him get too much million for clean gully and drain, and him take the money, him chop it. That'll get me upset and vexed. But when them can't add nothing to you, and then I call you snake or something that I can throw me off. No man, your voice have to be heard. Your voice have to be heard. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Thank you. I tell you something too. I was doing so much work with that upon completion of my tenure, right?
Yes.
I allocated $2 million to complete a road in Barks in Mount Pleasant, and an additional $1 million to fix a section of a drain in Fruitfulville and some more work at Twickenham. Monies were left there. So if I was not stringent, firm, right, and conscious, you know, and handle the people's resources, I would not have been able to undertake so many projects, right? And with resources still leave for the next council coming in now can have to deal with. You understand? If you look through the division, I can name the roads, you know. Watch this now. When I said rehabilitation, I'm talking about patching in the bus. I'm talking about brand new road. When no road never did it for 100 years. I'm talking about wider in St. Margaret's Bay, airport heights in St. Margaret's Bay, Wonder Road, an alternative road leading to Mount Pleasant, Barracks Road to the community centre, a section of it, the entire Pantan Road, part of Settlement Road, Cooper's Road, Backwood Road in Grants Gate, Old Road near the post office in Fruitfulville, Commodores, top section of Commodore, he did the other section. We did a complete patching of Bard Spring, total rehabilitation of a section of the Twickenham Road, total rehabilitation of Chinaman Lane, total rehabilitation of Lime Tree Lane, that's the road in Fruitfulville leading to the school, total rehabilitation of the road in Billings Lane to include a brand new box culvert, I would call a small little bridge, right? All these works, you'd have contributed, right? Jointly contributed with the Pantan Road, the Settlement Road, the Airport Heights Road, right? And we teamed together for the Billings Lane Road. You understand what I mean? So even those giant projects, the giant projects in Cooper's Hill, I spent $10 million on the surface, 10,500,000, I believe. He spent 19 million plus he installed the bridge there. You understand? Just in May of last year, I got private funding to patch the road from St. Margaret's Bay to Bournemouth, $6.5 million. That is not parish council money. You understand what I mean? Yeah? To patch the entire stretch of roadway. He had put in to do it, right? But then I got some funding, so I dealt with it and everything. You understand what I mean? Minister Vaz, and he hold the people, not only me alone, he hold the people of my division and Portland and explanation and an apology. And the Jamaica Labour Party need to apologize too.
Yeah, man.
In fact, the entire election that has just taken place for the Jamaica Labour Party, the Jamaica Labour Party, the leader, Mr. Daniel Blanjones, he needs to establish an internal commission of inquiry as to why we did so poorly in some of these seats, why we did so poorly in some of these parishes, question every aspect of the campaign, why were candidates like myself were removed at the last moment. He's aware of some of these, of course, you know. Yes. So he can answer some of the questions. But Jamaica need to know, the supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, whether internally or externally, need to know, especially that we are the government in power. Why did we do so poorly in the polls as the government? Why? True. I think the PNP did like that from their last election, or 26th. I don't remember.
Yes. Them have to do it. You know, you have to go through and you have to do it. You have to do it. You're right. They need to do that.
One thing I want to say.
Yes.
Is that I have seen where the posture of the leaders of the Jamaica Labour Party has changed to one that is more autocratic. Every one of us, all of us as leaders, know at times you have to be autocratic, you have to be democratic, you have to take various approach.
Yes.
All the approaches in management, right? It is important that we possess all qualities. But I see where the weight of the focus of leadership in terms of decision making and critical decision making is now been more autocratic than anything else. And it is actually hurting the party.
Yes.
It is hurting the party, and in some regards, we concern government policies. It may very well be hurting the government and the people of Jamaica, or the image of the government currently. I think the Prime Minister will now have to do a deep self-introspection and reflect on how we operate as a party and how we operate as a government. And I mean, it can't continue like this. It can't.
It can't.
Why the movement? Because a person have more power and more authority and probably more money. Not specific, not singling out Minister Vaz, but overall.
Yes. The autocratic thing not work. It not work. We want a democratic thing where people, you did it for the people then. That's why them kind of Prime Minister and them tell me from school. And then if him can't find something for all you buy, why move you when you perform?
That is it.
Because them want some yes man. Let me talk straight, because I love how you talk straight too, And that me like when people come up and talk straight. Like me, because of that we talk about we want better governance for the country. We want to see the country move forward. We don't want the autocratic business and them thing like you have some supreme ruler and you want, am I your answer to me are my way or no way. The people them bow to me or something. That must not work. It's a democratic country. Okay? So it's not supposed to work. This will stop. You understand? Any kind of leader, no. Them not supposed to do about them a govern nothing at all. That kind of barbaric kind of leader business that no work. Look on this. You there West Portland and do your work. And I see them have a mirror. When them put in back right now, me get 75, me have him on my screen, $75 out of $10. But them like people like this as long as you can lap your tail. And you say yes, like oopsie chicken. These things to stop. The people them demand better. You understand? Of them government and them local and them councillors and the mayor. Oh, them keep him, but them move you. It is an embarrassment. And them keep him, but them move you.
It's an embarrassment, trust me. It's an embarrassment. It's a major embarrassment. I think even the Prime Minister as a leader of the party, he needs to address this situation because I've been receiving calls from as far as Iraq, Afghanistan, Israel, because we have a lot of Jamaican serving in the armed forces in a lot of places and in the diplomatic corps. And a lot of people have been calling me all over the world. England, Portugal. I mean, some youth and them go to school together, them live in Portugal, them call me, them say, boy, Steve, I am disheartened how the people them deal with and what has happened, because I know they have this dream and passion. And when all I will leave Jamaica and things, say, boy, you not leave because they just want to be the Prime Minister and serve the people and TV the people and everything. You understand what I mean? All across the world, I'm getting called. Canada, USA, in the Caribbean, Barbados, people are so disappointed. The Jamaica Labour Party need to address this situation. They need to address it.
You're right.
And not just for me, but for the young man that was replaced in Geisel. And for even Romain.
And them telling Pine Blanc and them just going to stream bad because the member of parliament no want him. And tell him say the member him tell me because I remember me interviewing. So he told me that listen me. The member of parliament said to him, say we say you're run against me, So where I move, you threat to me. Him tell me, that's why I ask you. Vaz might feel threatened too. Because if him feel threatened and the autocratic business clicking at them head, it's a ruler thing now and about govern again, and about democracy again, It's about they must say, hear this. Remember, you say councillors.
I can tell you when.
Yes.
Mrs. Vaz is like a mother to me. She a sweet lady, and I can tell you she's totally disappointed. She's totally disappointed with what has happened. I can't tell her that she's disappointed with her husband or whatever, but she's totally disappointed with what has happened to me. She's totally disappointed. She's so upset about it. It's unbelievable.
Oh, so
I'm like, because I have always been like her son, She defend me right too.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's a thing that coming like an house is an assault and sugar situation because
She totally said she disappointed about her husband. Remember, head go up and pillar, you know. And yes, still her husband. Put you up. And call you, when say you're a betrayer.
Yeah, the truth is, I wouldn't expect her to disrespect her husband.
No, I know that. I know that still.
She's a lady that speaks her mind. She's a lady that speaks her mind. I would be surprised if she tell him outright that what he has done is wrong. You understand? That lady loved me so much. You can't tell her anything about it. I tell you that. She loved me so much, and I know of a fact that she would tell him, but is her husband. So at the end of the day, I mean, they are public, the whole public officers, and there are certain things I don't think should come out to disrespect her husband or anything like that. That she still have her mind to protect. You understand?
Yes.
But on a political basis and personally, we know say no matter what they tell her, they can't change their mind from it.
Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you again, you know. I have to talk to you again and see what I'm going to do. Oh, no, wait, you know, today, no a march. Nobody in a march. Yeah. And now, after the election run, nobody contact you or nothing? Contacted you, nothing? No one?
They treat me like a dog.
This bad though. So when you can't know, but you put in work and you did, remember, you know, you born and going to Portland. And for him come over Portland and establish himself, and then you work with him so long. And him just kick you at the wayside. All right, let me tell you something, Vaz. Because something stay now. Loyalty over royalty. Yeah. If this was me, I like come and see you go through this, me couldn't go power with Vaz. Because I think I'm going to do me the same thing. Him can't tell me nothing. Can I tell us, you probably get one and then do me the same thing. This will come out of my head. Him cannot be trusted again.
Yes, a lot of people know he has lost trust and confidence. Not only in me, but quite a number of that. My son wouldn't do that, for example. You understand?
Yes.
My son wouldn't do that.
Yeah, man.
If my son see Mr. Pat, you know something, if my son see the Prime Minister on TV, that's Andrew Holness, right? He not call me, but if he see Mr. Vaz or Mrs. Vaz, I said, Daddy, is Mr. Vaz there on the TV and Mrs. Vaz?
Yes.
That's because you hear me talk about them and you see how me and them move and things. So my son have that respect for them. You understand?
Yes.
I'm telling you from my heart, I don't think Minister Vaz had a clue how much I loved him and how much I appreciate and respect him. I don't think he had a clue. Trust me. He was very kind to me. He was very good. He was a father figure. But boy, I didn't know that he had such
the monster turning a monster overnight, and you don't know what going on, you just all of a sudden they just root you up for nothing. You say if them call or put out say you do something wrong, it can't be you go court. And it can't be your evil because you stand up for your rights, and this are you want to serve the people. So him can't bring that to it and say because him do this, that are the same thing I talk about, that are more like that situation. Because a democratic country, that can when I court him have the right to do this. And you can't vex with him. No party can vex with him for do that. See?
Right, you know something?
Yes.
He might come out and apologize. And say it's a mistake.
But what you gonna do? Fall back in the trap?
Not at all. I mean, I have to admit, listen, I have to admit what I have done. I have looked at the good that he has done that cannot be taken away from him. And I've looked at the bad that he has done, which will be assigned to him.
Yes.
Right? So I am giving thanks and praises for the good, right? And I'm also assigning the bad to him.
Okay, good.
But I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray for him.
Don't me forget to talk to you again. No more me talk to you again. The place out. Me talk to you again.
Just before you go away.
Yes.
Let me just two quick things. I'm going to pray for him that there's a song that says, "Give me an heart like thine." That God will speak to him and that God will change him from his wicked ways into the best leader, right?
Yes.
That one would desire for him to be. And so, you know, I want to thank you for inviting me on the program. But before I go, I just want to say as well that I want to big up the Honorable Errol Warmington.
Yes.
Mr. Warmington, yes. The former chairman of Cllr County 2. Yes. He has officially resigned, I am told.
Yes.
And he was one of the best Cllr Council chairman that Cllr Council 2 has ever seen. I am very disheartened what has happened based on his departure, right? From the office, etc. But I am just saying to Jamaica that he was the best chairman for your council. He was always punctual. He was always fair in his assessment and his approach. He was down to earth. He's very humble and someone that you can reason with, right? And he look out for all Labour Party supporters and everyone else. I mean, you can't find a better politician than him. But he's a man of equity in terms of how he deal with people. Yes. I mean, you've seen the public flair in the media and all of that. So that's public and media politics. But in terms of his work in the party, trust me, we have lost a great chairman and party stalwart in terms of.
But with him to him say, you know, the Prime Minister same resign, but him say, listen, and the clique say, you know, them can't keep him. Same now go work again, because if the PSOJ and them run out, them, you know, and say, listen, don't keep him. The PSOJ want like people vote for them. That for stop to in Jamaica. No, we need that for stop too, you know. These people never go print, me never see none of them. From back in the days of old, when me check up everything, you know, back on master, them never go prison yet. Them never do not, you know, so them, the police force from the 90 and from the 1700, when it named Knights Watchman. That means our people, the bosses slave, them look over other slave, but these people don't go prison and nothing at all. They make that if you look over our people, whip and everything. And it continues to the day. We have to break that chain.
But
we want service. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard the media mention, you know, the statement that Mr. Warmington made, right?
Yes.
Let me just make it absolutely clear. No minister of government, it is not the practice, nor the policy of the cabinet, nor any ministry through its ministers, or is caused by its minister, meaning whichever ministry, to allocate any funds to any councillor. So that statement that Mr. Warmington made, even though may be irresponsible because he apologized, right, as a senior public official, but technically, constitutionally, policy-wise, governance-wise, it doesn't happen any at all.
Okay. So tell me something though. Tell me something though. Let me ask you something though. The Prime Minister the other day with the road money, the 40 billion, when he say, okay, he might give each member of parliament 100 and something million. But them ask, well, how the council get money? But him said, this is about the money where I make them, that them can get money.
Hold on. I'm going to answer that. But let me just quickly in 10 seconds finish what I was saying, is that we, the councillors at the municipality, we get a monthly subvention. The law said that we are to get a percentage of the road license, what we call registration, right?
Yes.
We get a percentage of that for the parochial revenue fund, or the PRF. That is what we use to do road maintenance.
The road line, because that money for use for that. Yes. So we get a percentage of it. Okay.
Right. And a lesser amount put together with, we get a small amount allocated to division from the property tax. We get a small amount of it, to assist with drain cleaning and debushing and so on. The majority of the property tax go towards street light and garbage collection. The majority of it. Some of it goes to the consolidated fund. Some of the road license fee also go to the consolidated fund. You understand what I mean? That the consolidated fund, the equalization fund in the Ministry of Local. Right? So no minister. No just get up and say them give council money. Nothing like that. Rubbish. So what should have happened? What should have happened? The office of the Prime Minister should have clarified that. Right? The decision of the Prime Minister so that Mr. Warmington continue in the cabinet. That is his decision. Okay, that's the Prime Minister's decision. But
not some private sector. For tell him and then that's what Warmington say. Not them.
And look here. And I believe it's a bad precedent.
Of course.
For the private sector to come out and say a person to go and a person to go, and the Prime Minister just remove them, or the leader of the opposition just remove them. For example, in Dennis Meadows' case, that's a totally different thing that was clear. But in Mr. Warmington's case, they should have clarified it. But whether or not the Prime Minister wants to move Mr. Warmington, it is not this private sector and this civil society. It's a bad precedent because from time to time, they may be right. But what about when they are wrong?
All right, but enough time them wrong. But me I said, Uncle them, as me said before, you know, you have 2 laws in Jamaica, and it bother me. And me talk about it, because you know, me no put my mouth going and talk straight as this. These people, so much thing happen in the country, I never see one of them behind bars yet.
No.
From way, but not even one. And I like them to break laws, you know. But number one, we cannot afford this. It can't happen in America, you know. Don't in America, you see movie star and you see politician and everybody get charged. Up to now with Donald Trump and where you see a go on. You're not bigger than the law. But in a Jamaica, they are. And it's bad.
And okay, they come out and when I start a flag waving, some flag will get about the place sometime.
Yes.
And they're not saying about them something. They're not saying about them something.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, they're not saying about them something. But the next thing to know, you talk about the $40 billion program, right? The $40 billion program, the Prime Minister made it clear that $150 million is allocated to each constituency, all 63 constituencies, right?
Yes.
Now, what he said is that all stakeholders per constituency must sit together to decide which road is more suitable, or which road is most outstanding in terms of repairs or rehabilitation. Now, watch this. The stakeholders include first and foremost the people in the community, the member of parliament, the councillor, the National Roads Agency, the engineer department, the roads and road department from such municipality in the parish, right? The Social Development Commission and the PDC, CDCs, etc. So everybody. So let us use Portland as an example. Let us use West Portland as an example. So Minister Vaz would know, sit with all his 4 councillors, right? The parish council, the NWA representative, the SDC reps, and the community at large. They would have a consultation with a 1 or 2 throughout the constituency. They say, hey, we have $150 million. What are the roads that you, the residents, want to be fixed? And these are what we have on file, and everything put together. A discussion had the SDC have something that they call a matrix, right? A process that they use. So the matrix would actually outline everything. All the priority roads would be on the matrix, and then based on discussion throughout that meeting, for example, it would come down to the top 3 or the top 4 roads that are supposed to be and the criteria set out. So from that, the roads would be done. But the significantly, as you have asked, the Prime Minister outlined that this money is for secondary roads.
That's in your era where you live and everything. Yes, secondary road.
Yes. It does not have to be. However, the secondary road may or may not be a parochial road.
Yes.
So let me give an example. Formerly in my division, right? My division formerly, St. Margaret's Bay division, right?
Yes.
We have from St. Margaret's Bay to Boundary via Rockall Industry and those areas, or from Oak Bay Square to Coopersville via Shrewsbury, Fruitful Vale, Chatsworth, right? Now, if say Minister Vaz choose either road, hear the thing, from St. Margaret's Bay to Boundary via Mount Pleasant, Coopersville Industry, that road is a parish council road, you know. It's a secondary road, but it's a parish council road.
Okay.
The road from Oak Bay through Fruitful Vale, Shrewsbury, Chatsworth, Dumfries, etc. to Coopersville, a major section of it is an NWA road, right?
Okay.
So if you plan to fix both or either of them, right, it doesn't matter. It is a secondary road which may or may not be a parochial road.
Okay.
But it's secondary road, yes. So councillors, as the Prime Minister said, councillors should be involved in the discussion. They should not be bullied. They should not be bullied in any ways by the MP or anybody else to say, well, whatever. It is a cohesive approach with the community and everybody.
All right, let me tell you the problem I have with that, though. You see, that's what I believe in. When you have agency, government will start set up like we say foreign set up now. I mean, I tell them straight. When them have agency, you know, take care of the road and repair the road. We step from this, because it's the first world country.
we have moved to that. We have to move to it and stop the foolishness. And let me tell you where you have some problem, you know, they say you come from East Kingston, like me. And I come from road A, you come from road B, somebody else come from road C, D, E, F, G, go down, right? We just use alphabet. Now, when we come together, in our place, my road not fixed so long time, 500 years, 1,000 years. We just for talks here. And me want my road for fix and you want your road for fix. But remember, the money can't fix much road, the tongue can't fix 2 or 3. But you call out 80,000 people and sit down and then feel them road that fix and then you pick 3. You know, she say, you will cause more trouble than anything else. I don't think it's a white. You know, sometimes them do it and them do it. You know, these oversight, them don't look pan, you know. But you have to think out of the box, brother. See? So you need fit you work back with agents. If you start from something, you start until they can get you and thing. But don't put so much people on the table if you got to talk to, because if you don't fix my road, I kick up one person. And me see your road side and me are fixing up. And the next one up there's a few road fix, on 4 road fix, but we have 100. Them can't tell me nothing again. So this can't cause all kind of thing. You understand what I mean? It's just simple how me break down things.
What I think, you see? What I think, put the debt to GDP ratio ahead, put the budget surplus aside, put both aside, right?
Yes.
Put the reduction of the debt aside, all two interrelated basically. But what I'm saying is that what the government really needs to do is to create a road fund, a road bond. It's like how you have we have the parochial revenue fund, right? In the parish courts, right? In the Ministry of Local Government. Now, that there's a source of funds. So funds not just take from the consolidated fund, put that. It has to do with the registration, how many vehicles registered, etc., etc. Now, in our case, that's not enough money, you know, to do what we need to do. It's not enough. But I'm saying the government could put a road fund together, put a bond together, right? Where we now establish across the length and breadth of Jamaica and say, hey, these 14,000 kilometers of road that the Prime Minister made mention of, right? We are going to fix them over a 5-year period, right? And we need X amount of money. And you create a fund.
No, but all right. So let me tell you again, Stephen. You know, and that's the same thing. We go back to PWA. PWD, but them used to have. If we just have back the agency, this is how them do a year. So them now have to force it because the funds are there, you know. And you have to repair, you know, make it going at this repair so long, you know. You understand? So long, so much years and things. So remember we pay a license, remember we pay for drive, you know. We have license this, the insurance company, they want to get a bag of money. You know, the government have to get them tax off of this and everything. Because everything you have to go, you know. License and insure, and these money go back, not just a percentage, go back to the whole 14 parishes. It have these agencies where you know it have a fixed government agency and repair them. You understand? Maintain them like foreign. Because remember, foreign have enough road, millions of miles of road, and you still maintain them. So we're gonna set us do something like that now, because we are talking about 2030 vision and them thing that we still go back way and put some people where. We should have free up the council to go do something else. Deal with agencies.
Let me give an example here.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to shock you know. Without proper installation of water main.
Yes.
And proper installation of some excellent drains and sidewalks. So take the excellent drains and sidewalks out of it. Take the excellent water installation out of it. But to just really rehabilitate the base of a road and put in what I would call minor drains that, you know, really mash up in our way or whatever so on. In terms of that $10 million, for example, you know, can barely do 500 meters of road, you know, based on all the costs, you know, sir.
Yeah, me know that, but we have...
When I talk about $150 million, when you talk about $150 million,
it now go far. Then that me talk about the same thing. You come back to what me I say. So me I say, yeah, what we want, you know, we want build. You what them for do? You see, we live in some condition when you have some snow and them thing about the road no mash up like this, because when them build road, them build it, you know. When them repair road, you know, me drive past. So me drop the patrol on my weed, been a pass something last week, you know. And money that you know for fling me away. So the road them have to always have repair. See? I remember you have some terrible condition but you have good road. Me not have them kind of on the patrol for driving and them thing in them place. No.
So you understand?
Okay,
So when they build the road, they want to build for last, really.
Okay,
You remember we used to use some crushed stone, we used to use the chop stone them and everything in the road, and them for just go back and get something like what North America use and things. I say, well, you know, say it cost some money, but we can build it. That means we last. So we go over the road there, we have to go back over this one and do the next one.
The problem that we have now, Wayne. The problem that we have. In about 2002, if I'm correct, don't quote me on the year.
Yes.
The public work department was came to an end, right?
Yes, yes.
Right. And the National Works Agency, or it was transformed into the National Works Agency in terms of it being an executive agency, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, the National Works Agency, they do not have any income generating avenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what they do, they spend government money and all of that. So what you are talking about is the repair, the consistent repair that the public works department used to carry out, right? But the government, the policy of the government, they have moved away from that. So unless the government change its policies,
them that me talk about. Thank you. Let's say maybe come in and eat it. But we want to go back to the thing them make the thing them work. But if you look at how we have said first world country, how it operates, how it work, and what for those things to make it work, because we can't do something today and the water come because we not proper drainage and them thing then to wash it back. It cause with too much. It causes more upon the long run, you know. Because we live in a hurricane belt and it causes more upon the long run, you know, where them thing and sometimes we have a little earthquake and them thing. And if them not fixed right, because we can't just paint it and we spend our money and then we have to go back over it by a year and two and then the next year and two, then we not reach nowhere. We can't cover the thing. And it will go until it block way. It will block way. So we have to think of something better than this, draw back for something and change it up. Anyway, I'm going to run, you know, because, you know, but I have to talk to you again. Yes, sir? All right.
Thanks to your viewers as well, and listeners.
All right.
God bless you.
Bless up, Stephen. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was Stephen Williams, former councillor, JLP councillor from the St. Margaret's Bay Division. Vaz, you're doing wrong. You're doing wrong. Shouldn't have done that. If you did come up and you say, well, some money missing, you say do some little things and money they leave back there. No council and money left back there, them chat that long time. But them work for the people, them who you see at work, let them stay at work, my brother. Look how you keep on a one here. But you move him. When we have brilliant minds, no shelf them, don't do it. Stop it, man. We're in a business right across the board, you know, shelf brilliant minds. Don't do it. Keep it real. Yeah? We have to keep it real around here, you know. Anyway, but there you know. Until later, I'm out. Blessed.